Hey guys, what is going on? Lego Man 123 are back with another video and welcome to another Lego news video where today in this episode we have a bunch of Lego related news to go through. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, we have 3 sets for a new wave of Lego Police for the line Lego City. The first one seems to be this getaway sort of boat chase. I like the design for this car here. I think it has a really interesting design to it. I really like those wheels. And then the dark blue, the white, and then the yellow work really nicely together. I also like the sticker for police. And then the trailer is a nice design. And then this boat sort of rafting does look really interesting. I like the color of like sort of a yellow cream color. I think that's really nice. And then the build for like the sort of jet part down here, the controls is really cool. And then the getaway sort of boat has a really nice design to it as well. I especially like with the criminal here with her hairpiece in the brown color, which is Lloyd's hair. So I think that is a really nice part usage. Next we have this vehicle where there's like this drill here and it's getting away with like a vault full of money or just some gold. I really like the build for the drill. I really like the drill piece. Very simple but then also very effective. I really like that criminal there. Hacksaw Hank or Hank. And then the sort of build for like the part there is really cool. And then the police car is a really nice design. It kind of looks similar to the one we previously looked at, but instead of being like sort of a beach sort of car, this is more of like a city car, if that does make sense. I also really like the new color for the police cars with that really nice dark blue. It's almost like a complete new wave of Lego Police, so it's like a new team for Lego Police, which is a cool idea. And then like the sort of sheriff badge on there, and then I like how the chain is on the drill. Then finally, we have this sort of lighthouse build. It's an interesting idea for a lighthouse, but it kind of looks too small. It's almost like a micro build for a lighthouse. I kind of wish they maybe expanded it a little bit and had the sort of pattern of red, white, red going all the way down. Instead of having red, white, red, and then like this long line of white, it just looks a little weird. But I do like this hidden feature down here. And then the raft with like the crates and then like the crate also really looks interesting. And then the helicopter, very simple build, but then also very effective. Really like these stickers on this. And then this part down here with the yellow. And then like the sort of propeller part has a nice design. And then like the slope bricks given that angle looks great. And then who doesn't want a shark? Next we have 2 promotions for Halloween, but it also might be for like autumn or fall. So the first one is really cool. I love the build for the tractor. Very simple, but then it just looks really cool with some well detailed stickers or prints like on the tractor part and the trailer. I also really like the build for the tractor. Some really nice part usage there, especially with the dark red and then the brown. The tires are cool as well. And then the trailer has a really nice build to it with like that sort of crate wooden design. I really like that, especially with the stickers or prints. And then we just have a pumpkin there with a orange minifig head and then a flower piece. And then also just some hay with those really nice bricks. And then the minifigs look really cool as well. I really like the mummy here with like 3 exclusive pieces. So we have the legs, the torso, and then the head. Really like that mustache, but I'm not 100% sure on if that hat is exclusive. It might be in other Lego sets. Then we have this minifig here. I really like her torso print with the skeleton sort of parts there, and then also the orange shirt. And then her legs are really cool as well. I'm not sure if that is exclusive to this promotion, but it might be. And then her hairpiece is cool. And then the pumpkin she is holding just looks awesome. I love the carved sort of face in it. And then the spider looks great. The bat, the skeleton there. And then this entrance into maybe like some sort of festival or like a cemetery just looks really cool. I love the design for like the section up here with some really nice part usage to give it that sort of stain, like to make it stand up is really cool. Like some more hay, pumpkin, a bit more hay. But then the stickers or prints with like the leaves on them and like the sort of roots coming out of the pumpkin just look really cool. And then that expression the pumpkin has just looks really spooky, but then it just works really well. I also like the build for the pumpkin there. Then the other promotion is that I believe if you spend like over $85, you get this promotion of like 2 bills of a pumpkin and then a bat. I love the facial expressions for the pumpkin, and then the bat has a really nice one. And then they kind of look like sort of ornaments to maybe put on a Christmas tree when that time comes. Or it might be just to like decorate your house for Halloween. I think that's a really cool idea. And then the box art for this promotion where you can actually get the pumpkin and then the bat. Really like the haunted house idea here. Next we have some images for a new theme which is called Lego Art. And the first one is Marilyn Monroe by Andy Warhol. I really like the design for these, and they are a lot of studs. So you're going to need a lot of patience and then just a lot of time, because it will take quite a while to make this art, but it's just going to look really cool on display. I like the framing for it as well, with like the smooth tiles and then also this corner sort of piece there. And then you can make 3 other options, but if you want to make all 4, you actually have to buy 4 copies of them. So I think that's a cool idea, and I like how each of them have their own unique design. So that is the first one. Next we have one for the Beatles, and once again, these have some really nice details on them. I like how they've captured that. It's almost looking at them, but they're like pixelized, if that does make sense. I'm not a huge fan of the Beatles, but these do look really cool. And if you want to have all 4, you do have to get 4 copies. Then we have the Iron Man one, and wow, I really like the shaping of him. I like how they did capture that with the different Lego studs. And then the background is really cool as well, with like the blue and the black, and then the gold, the red. They just work it really nicely. And then you have 3 other options. You have him like looking in another direction, and then the Hulk buster. That one does look really cool. And I believe if you do get 3 versions of the Iron Man Lego art, you can actually make like a bigger version of Iron Man in this position. I'm not 100% sure on that. Then we have one for the Sith, and wow, the Vader just looks really cool. I love how you can see a bit of his lightsaber and like how the light is reflecting, and then like the whole sort of shaping of his mask, his helmet just looks really cool. And then you do get one for Darth Maul, which just looks amazing. I love the design for him, like how they got all the sort of black lines on him, the red, his lightsaber. And then you have one for Kylo Ren. Really like the lightsaber with the colors, and then like the sort of cracking in his helmet, and then the silver lining in his helmet. And then I believe if you buy 3 of these, you can actually make a bigger version of Darth Vader. And finally, for today's LEGO News episode, we have some Monkie Kid sets. Now, a huge shout out to 1414 Falcon Fan, who actually did see this on the LegoShop.com website. The first one is a brickhead, and this is the Monkey King. Now, I'm really excited to see a version of the Monkey King in a brickhead, because he does have a lot of details as him as a minifig, so I'm really excited to see how they incorporate all those details from the minifig into a brickhead. I think the design is just going to look really cool, and then the amount of color on him is just going to look amazing. Then we have Sandy's speedboat. Now I'm excited to see a speedboat for a big fig, because you don't really see too many speedboats for like big figs, or like boats in general for big figs. But if they do make a minifig scale speedboat for Sandy, then I'm going to be really disappointed, because it's going to make no sense as him as a big fig, but then he has a minifig scale speedboat. I'm also excited to see if they do make it a big fig scale speedboat, just the amount of detail for him. I think it's just going to look really cool. It might look very similar to like the Monkie Kid sort of hideout or HQ, with all like the crates and all that, so I'm excited about that. Then we have the Monkie Kid Cloud Rooster or Roadster. Now I'm excited to see this, because I think it might be a similar design to his Cloud Jet, and also might have some similar minifigs, like maybe another version of Red Sun, or like maybe his boss or something like that. I think that could look really cool. And then the design for like the Cloud Roadster might look really cool. Or it might be like a vehicle, so that could be interesting as well. Then finally we have the Flaming Forgery, or like Foundry. Now I'm excited for this set, because it kind of sounds like the sort of main villain sort of HQ. So I'm excited to see that. It might be some sort of like lava pit or something like that, with like a bunch of lava spilling out, like maybe like black, purple, brown colors, because he is like evil. It might have like a throne sort of build. So I'm excited to see that. It also might have like maybe a garage for a vehicle. So excited to see that, because we haven't got a sort of HQ for the bad guys yet. So, as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this LEGO news episode, and I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below of what you did think for today's LEGO news episode. So, as always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can see you soon. Goodbye!